version of the Disney Alice in Wonderland, the pink Cheshire Cat. I saw a photo and took inspiration with that. The mouth is pretty hard to get it extremely even, so try your best and just roll with it if it's not completely and utterly perfect. You don't have to use the colours that I used for the eyebrows. You can use your normal eyebrows. With the false eyelashes, I would use a feline eyelashes. I don't have the feline eyelashes, so I just went with my normal lashes. Please thumbs up this video if you like this version of the Cheshire Cat. Please subscribe me if... Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in my next video. Alright, let's get the show on the road. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallable 24-Hour Matte Foundation in 20 Sand and the Revlon Colostay foundation in 150 Buff. And I'm just going to buff that in with the Models Prefer Airbrush Foundation brush. And next I'm going to cover all my imperfections with the Rimmel London Wake Me Up Concealer in Light. And this one's really good for my skin color when I'm not tan, because it just matches my skin. Then I'm going to lightly conceal my under eyes and eyelids with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in Light. I'm going to set that with the pink and yellow shade of the Australis AC onto a highlighting and contouring palette while my dog runs in the room. Then set my whole entire face with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder in Translucent on the Eco Tools powder brush. Now onto the eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes and underneath my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer and blend it out with my finger. And then I'm going to quickly set that with the translucent powder. I find when I set the primer, the eyeshadows just glide on, whereas if I don't, it's just really rough. And it doesn't blend very easily. Next, I'm going to have trouble opening the Nudes palette and take the lightest brown shade. I'm going to pop that in my crease in windscreen wiper motions and circling it on the MAC 217 blending brush, or any kind of blending brush you have. Then I'm going to take the lilac-y dusty rose shade from the BH Cosmetics Party Girl palette on a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to pack that on my entire lid, so the color is actually very vibrant. Then I'm going to take that very, very dark brown, almost black shade on a big flat shader brush, like a big brush, and just lightly pop that on top of the lilac-y dusty rose shade. Then I'm going to take the blending brush I used before and just pop more on my eyelid, but starting from the lid upwards, so the harshness is more so on the lid and not up in my crease. Then I'm going to take a bigger blending brush, and that's the MAC 224 blending brush, I believe, and with no product at all, I'm just going to blend that whole eyeshadow out and make it look more cat-like in the corners. Then I'm going to take that bright purple shade from the BH Party Girl palette, and I'm just going to pop that on top of both of the colors that we originally put on and just blend that out like anything, and also build up the color so you can see the purple. Then I'm going to take a smaller flat shader brush and that bright pink in the same palette and just pop that in the inner half of my eye and also in the inner corner. So you're going to pop that on the top and bottom of your eye. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and take the lightest shade from the Chi Chi Nudes palette and basically highlight my brow, even though I haven't done them yet, but I will. And I'm going to take that pearly white color from the BH Party Girl palette on a tiny brush and pop that in the inner corner to highlight, so there's not too much purple there. Now onto lining my eye. I'm using the Rimmel London Scandaleyes Precision Micro Eyeliner pen, and I'm starting at the very inner corner of my eye and drawing a thin line to the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to wing it out. First off, I start with a small wing and then I make it a bit bigger because that's what I think cat eyes should look like if you want to be a cat. Now I'm going to start doing the inner corner as a cat-like effect, so I'm making it more sharp. So I start from the top of my eye and just bringing it down, and then from that tip, bringing it into my lower lashes. But then I realized I should probably line my waterline and tightline with the Rimmel London Scandaleyes Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner Pencil in black before I go on. And then I go back to it, so I made it longer and more pointier. And that's what it should look like with both eyes done. I'm going to grab that first blending brush, and obviously I wiped away most of the product, but I'm going to use the bright purple and bright pink in the Party Girl palette and basically contour my nose and join the eyeshadow and the contouring together at the top of the bridge of the nose. I'm going to clean up and highlight at the same time with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. So I'm going to pop it underneath the eyes, on my chin and on my forehead. And then I'm going to blend that out with the Real Techniques Complexion Sponge. And with the eyes I'm going to slowly and gently blend it out. Then I'm going to clean up and make it more cat-like. You're not supposed to drag, but I dragged it because it's much easier. So I just dragged it upwards so it's more cat-like. I'm going to set that with the pink and yellow shade from the Australis Highlighting and Contouring palette. I'm going to move back to my nose and just blend the harsh lines out and deepen it up a little bit more. And I'm using the MAC 224 blending brush, so it's the bigger blending brush. And now I'm going to highlight and clean up my nose. So first off, I use the sponge, and with the tip of my nose I made the lines more harsh and more square. Then I moved on to the bridge of my nose, and I'm using a small concealer brush to blend it out and also make the edges of that contour nice and sharp. And then I just pat it so there's no streaks. Let's get onto the nose. I'm using the Rimmel London Scandaleyes Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner Pencil. I'm starting from a little bit above the tip of my nose and drawing a semicircle. So it stops in the middle of both of my nostrils, and I'm just blending that out with my finger. On another flat shader brush, I'm going to take that bright pink shade and a lighter pink shade and mix them two together. And I'm just going to pat that all over that semicircle where I put the nude eyeliner on. Next I'm going to take a white eyeliner, and this is the Rimmel London Soft Kohl Eyeliner Pencil. And I'm going to make a thick line around the rim of that pink. I'm then going to go in with the black eyeliner, doing the exact same thing like with the white eyeliner, but making a thinner line. And then I'm going to line the nostrils wherever that pink is, and then that's the nose done. Now onto the eyebrows. Brushing them through like normal and taking an angled brush and the bright purple and bright pink, I'm going to fill my eyebrow in as normal, but with the ends of my eyebrows, I'm extending that towards my temple. And in the inner corners of my eyebrows, I'm making that square. Righto, I am dotting where I want my mouth to start, and I just curl the ends, and then I basically drew a line right under my lip, so where that dip in between my chin and my lip is, I made a line and just joined up the curls. And then at the top I did a little bit of a Hitler moustache, and from there I just joined that up as well. And now I'm just tracing my teeth and left my mouth for last because you need to stretch your mouth to make the lines even. Now I'm just drawing the line in the middle from the corners of my mouth, and then with my mouth I just line the inner rim of it. Now I'm just making the edges round so it looks more like teeth. And make sure your black eyeliner is sharp. This is roughly what it should look like. I'm taking a precision brush and the black from the Chi Nudes palette, and I'm just setting that eyeliner and also making it nice and even, and also the lines to be nice and smooth. Then I'm taking a white eyeliner and basically coloring in the teeth, and you have to make sure that the white eyeliner is nice and sharp, and you also have a tissue on hand so you can clean up any black that gets on the eyeliner. Now you have a completed smile. I'm going to take the pearly white shade from the BH Cosmetics Party Girl palette on a small flat shaded brush, and I'm just going to set that white eyeliner and make it more vibrant in color. After that, I'm going to take a larger flat shader brush, and taking the bright pink and bright purple colors again, I'm just going to roughly line my mouth. And then taking the MAC 224 blending brush, I'm going to take the bright pink shade and just blend that whole thing out. I'm going to swap to the MAC 217 blending brush, so a smaller blending brush, and just putting a little bit more color in because a little bit of the color actually washed out while I was blending, so I decided to put a little bit more on. And then I'm going to basically bronze up my skin with the dark plum shade and the light pink shade in the BH Party Girl palette on a blush brush. I'm just going to contour and bronze my temples and forehead a little bit. Moving on to the whiskers, I am dotting 3 dots in a small triangle closer to my nose, and then for the first whisker, I made it medium length. The second one I made it longer, and then the third one I made it a little bit shorter because it kind of went too close to the mouth. And then I tried to make it look as even as possible on the other side, but failed. But nevertheless, I rolled with it. Then I took a precision brush and a black eyeshadow and set the whiskers. And now I'm setting my eyebrows into place with the Maybelline Brow Drama in Translucent. Now I'm going to slightly highlight with the Stila Kitten highlighting duo, and I'm taking the pink shade, and on a big fluffy brush I am highlighting my cheekbones as much as possible without destroying the whiskers, and I'm highlighting the bridge of my nose. And now you've transformed into a Cheshire Cat.
Sweet true love.